Ann-Margret Olsen was born on April 28, 1941, in a small village in Sweden, surrounded by forests, snow, and a quiet rural rhythm far removed from the bright lights she would later command. Her early childhood was simple and modest, shaped by strong family values and a deep sense of imagination. In 1946, she and her mother immigrated to the United States to reunite with her father in the Chicago area, beginning a life-changing transition into a new culture and language. The young Ann-Margret adapted quickly, showing remarkable confidence for a child her age. She was drawn to music and performance almost instinctively, often singing and dancing at family gatherings. Those early expressions of creativity were not forced ambitions but natural impulses, signs of a performer quietly awakening. Chicago became the place where her dreams found direction and where the shy Swedish girl began transforming into a future star. Education, talent, and the spark of performance growing up in America gave Ann-Margret opportunities that blended discipline with artistic exploration. She attended Northwestern University, where her love for singing, dancing, and acting developed into serious commitment rather than casual interest. Teachers and classmates quickly noticed her stage presence. She had an energy that filled rooms without trying too hard. College performances were more than rehearsals, they were glimpses of a career forming in real time. She balanced academics with artistic pursuits, understanding that talent alone was not enough without preparation. This period shaped her professionalism and work ethic, qualities that later distinguished her in Hollywood. Her voice carried warmth and power, and her movements combined grace with confidence. Even before fame arrived, those who watched her perform sensed that she possessed something rare. Not just ability, but magnetism. It was during these formative years that she began believing her passion could become a lifelong path. Discovery and the rise to stardom. Ann-Margret's breakthrough came in the early 1960s when legendary entertainer George Burns recognized her potential and offered her opportunities to perform in Las Vegas. That exposure quickly opened doors in Hollywood, leading to her film debut in Pocketful of Miracles in 1961. Just 2 years later, Bye Bye Birdie transformed her into a household name. Her vibrant performance, expressive singing, and confident screen presence captured audiences almost instantly. She was not merely another actress entering the industry. She arrived with a distinctive identity that blended glamour with approachability. Record releases and television appearances followed, reinforcing her reputation as a multifaceted performer. Hollywood soon paired her with major leading men, and she held her own with ease. What made her rise special was not speed alone, but versatility. She sang, danced, and acted with equal strength, creating a foundation that allowed her fame to feel earned, rather than accidental. Beyond the image, becoming a serious actress. Although early roles often highlighted her beauty and charm, Ann-Margret was determined not to be confined to a single image. She actively sought roles that challenged her emotionally and intellectually. Her performance in Carnal Knowledge in 1971 revealed dramatic depth that surprised critics and audiences alike, earning her an Academy Award nomination and redefining public perception. Later, her role in Tommy demonstrated fearless intensity, blending music and emotion into a performance that remained unforgettable. These projects showed that she was not content with surface-level recognition. She wanted longevity built on skill. The transition from glamorous newcomer to respected actress required courage, as it meant risking comfort for growth. Her success proved that reinvention is possible when dedication meets opportunity. Over time, she became known not just for how she looked on screen, but for how deeply she could inhabit a character's emotional world. Music, stage, and an electrifying presence. Parallel to her film career, Ann-Margret nurtured a vibrant musical journey that allowed her to connect with audiences in a more immediate way. Her voice carried a smoky richness suited to jazz, pop, and rock, enabling her to cross genres effortlessly. Live performances became her playground. She thrived under stage lights, feeding off the energy of the crowd. Las Vegas residencies and national tours showcased her stamina and charisma, turning concerts into full-scale spectacles of movement and sound. She did not simply sing songs, she performed stories with rhythm and expression. Her dedication to live entertainment strengthened her reputation as a complete entertainer rather than a single medium celebrity. Music also offered creative freedom, allowing her to experiment beyond scripted roles, awards, recognition, and lasting influence. Throughout her long career, Ann-Margret accumulated numerous honors that reflected both popularity and professional respect. Golden Globe wins, Academy Award nominations, and an Emmy Award highlighted her consistent excellence across film and television. A star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame symbolized her cultural impact, while Lifetime Achievement recognitions celebrated her endurance in an industry known for rapid change. Yet accolades alone do not fully measure her influence. She helped shape how female performers could balance glamour with strength, proving that elegance and determination are not opposites. Younger artists often cited her as inspiration, noting her refusal to settle into predictable roles. Her career became a lesson in adaptability, how to evolve without losing authenticity. Recognition followed her not because she chased awards, but because she continuously refined her craft. Later roles and continued versatility, Ann-Margret's later career demonstrated that creativity does not fade with age, it simply changes form. She appeared in comedies, dramas, and independent films, moving comfortably between genres. Roles in projects like Grumpy Old Men and Going in Style revealed her impeccable comedic timing and warm screen presence, qualities that resonated with multi-generational audiences. Even smaller roles carried significance because she approached them with sincerity rather than routine. Television appearances earned critical praise, reminding viewers that her dramatic abilities remained sharp. She chose projects that interested her rather than those that merely guaranteed visibility, allowing her performances to feel intentional and fresh. This period of her career illustrated maturity not only in acting but also in decision-making. By embracing varied roles, love, partnership, and personal stability behind the public image of glamour stood a deeply grounded personal life, especially her marriage to actor and manager Roger Smith. Their partnership, lasting 5 decades, blended romance with professional support. Smith stepped away from his own acting career to help guide Ann-Margret's path, protecting her interests and encouraging thoughtful choices. Their relationship was marked by loyalty and mutual respect, qualities that offered stability in an industry often characterized by uncertainty. She also embraced family life as a stepmother, nurturing connections that extended beyond Hollywood circles. When Smith faced serious health challenges later in life, Ann-Margret remained steadfast, demonstrating compassion and strength away from cameras. Their enduring union became one of the rare, long-lasting marriages in entertainment, illustrating that fame does not have to overshadow commitment. An adventurous spirit and fearless individuality. One of Ann-Margret's lesser-known yet fascinating traits was her passion for motorcycles, an interest that symbolized independence and boldness. At a time when such hobbies were uncommon for actresses, she embraced the thrill openly, even incorporating motorcycles into performances and films. This adventurous side added another dimension to her public image, proving she was not confined by expectations. Although a serious accident later in life required recovery and patience, it did not diminish her enthusiasm for living fully. Her willingness to explore unconventional interests reflected a broader philosophy. Life should be experienced with curiosity and courage. This mindset influenced her career choices as well, encouraging her to accept diverse roles and creative risks. Audiences admired not only her talent, but also her authenticity. Reflections on Elvis Presley and a gentle truth. In her later years, Ann-Margret spoke with warmth and clarity about her connection with Elvis Presley, choosing grace over sensationalism. Their relationship during the filming of Viva Las Vegas was marked by shared creativity, laughter, and mutual admiration rather than scandal. She described him as generous, humorous, and deeply passionate about music, emphasizing the human qualities behind the global icon. With time came perspective. She acknowledged that their paths were shaped by circumstances and responsibilities beyond their control. Her reflections were less about revealing secrets and more about honoring memories with dignity. She avoided dramatic narratives, instead offering appreciation for the moments they shared and the respect that endured afterward. By speaking gently and thoughtfully, she demonstrated maturity and kindness, reminding fans that personal histories can be remembered with affection without becoming controversy. Her words felt like gratitude rather than confession, preserving both her integrity and his legacy.